there's nothing I can do here. Because I can't chase them.
Just make chapels for everyone. Please. And for opening a lot of doors for you.
Hello, please, let's move back a bit so we can capture everyone.
Thank you very much. Students, please come back and take your seats. Thank you very much. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. Take your seats.
Director of IPS, of DPSI. It gives me great honor to present to you this stool from His Royal Majesty Otumfour II and Royal Highness Lady Julia Osei-Tutu. This is a memento that will symbolize the great Ashanti nation, and within a crest, which we call the Denchen Chain, which you will see all over in the Ashanti Kingdom and also at the Koroku and the Malaysia Palace. It is to basically state that we are living here a symbol, the spirit, the soul, that we are part of this soul. And that anytime that you see this edifice, you will remember that the king has been here, the golden stool has been here, and will always be here in everything that you do.
Wow. Beautiful. Oh, can we do the applause better, please? We did not expect this. Oh, wellness, congratulations. Thank you very much. He's somebody whose background does not make him haughty, and I think that that's a very beautiful lesson for us to learn. Nana Bami should just please want to go down. I want to post my names on that. Please make sure you stand by me because you make me too short.
As we approach the end of our journey together as students of DPS, there are many things I wish to express to you all, and I believe they can be summed up into two parts: where we've been and where we're going. So I hope for us to keep this in mind as I deliver my final address to you all. I've had many experiences throughout my time here and have overcome many obstacles throughout. When presented with a new curriculum and school system following the COVID lockdown, all the way to the challenges many of us here faced while finishing our final exams. It goes without saying that I wouldn't have been able to get through it without the help of many people, most of whom are here before me today. Firstly, I'd like to thank two parts of my own heart, my mother and my father, my first and primary support system. The two individuals who have contributed to who I am today since my first day in this world. The people whose words and actions echo in my mind and soul on a daily basis. The main examples when I need reference, the main confidence when I need guidance. I am so thankful to have had you as my first guides throughout this journey. To the rest of my family, for showing up for me today like you always have, and really testing the capacity of this auditorium here. To the school administration for any and all contributions made to a truly excellent school. I am truly thankful to have been a student at DPSI. And to my teachers, all of you, from when I first started in grade 8 until now, for the hours I spent in your offices as you helped me go over the same topics over and over again without ever complaining, for always having time for me, for always trying. To the non-teaching staff, those who often go unseen, for every spill you cleaned up, for every classroom you arranged, for not killing us whenever we walked on the recently mopped floors. All the things you did for our convenience that most of us didn't notice. And, of course, to my fellow students. I'm sure you already know this, but I hold a lot of you very close to my heart. When I first arrived here, I was only a chubby 13-year-old boy, still tall though, and some of you were the same age as well. And for years, we have grown together, making new friends on the way, of course. Helping each other through our toughest moments, forming bonds so deep they could last a lifetime. With every laugh that echoed through the classrooms, dorms, and hallways, and every tear that was shed, making this moment even more, making this moment so wholesome yet painful at the same time. Look at us now in our suits and dresses, caps and gowns, looking and feeling more grown than ever before. As for where we're going, I recall my victory speech from last year when I spoke about show and tell and how actions follow the words of commencement. Well, consider this speech your call to action. It's time to represent yourselves and who we were as a school and community to the rest of the world. I had the privilege of watching some of you in the physics lab, for example, debating theories so abstract you'd have no problem participating in the discourse of the greats, as well as in fields like literature, discussing the ways art and human communication influences societies and the ways in which changing perspectives can create a true difference. Just a few examples of what you have all shown me to be capable of already. It's pretty clear that I already have faith in each and every single one of you, for reasons completely different from each other, but equally as important to each other. So I want you to remember this statement: completely different to each other, but equally as important. While it's important to work towards your fullest potential in any field, I just want to remind you all that success looks different to different people. So walk through life celebrating every success, whether it was something that changed the world or simply an act that contributed to your inner circle or community, or even just showing up for yourself when you need it. I will leave you with a quote from the head boy who came before me, Erwin Atabonshinda. A simple comment he left on a call we had while I was standing in the very hostel beside this building, just looking for guidance before my final A-level papers, where we all just shared our final moments in this building, where I remembered seeing all of you and just sharing. We lived together. That's the thing. We lived together for years. Even the people in the class, I'm not just talking about the hostel, the people in the classrooms, the people I met every day, the people that we formed inside jokes, the people we formed stories I'll tell for the rest of my life. We were all together for this, for all these years. And on May 4th, 2025, while sharing my final memories with him, he said, DPS produces legends. It was a simple quote. Let's prove him right. So, facing my friends, family, and everyone in this world who I love and cherish so deeply, to all the people who I walked with down these hallways, to all the people who I shook hands with, to all the people I hugged and laughed with and cried with, and to all the people who truly have my entire heart. As I have ended my addresses in the past, but I say with a much heavier heart for the final time, students of DPS, beloved class of 2025, good luck and goodbye.
I thought we would do it better, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. What you saw is a fusion dance. So the director is going to hand over these certificates to these ladies and gentlemen so that they can go ahead to distribute to their friends. Beautiful. I think an applause will do, ladies and gentlemen. It's beautiful. At DPS we celebrate success. We celebrate intelligence. We celebrate good neighborliness. We celebrate love. Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations. Anapami, Mona, Yeji, and Shran. So take your seats. Thank you. I did say a couple of minutes ago that we make noise. And there's a reason for the noise making. As a school,
I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, right by the river, and it made me go weak. Where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. Tell me where you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need nowhere to
Where
clapping. Keep clapping. One copy of her mother. Photocopy of your mother. Please follow.
There's nothing I can do here. Because I can't chase them.
Just make chapels and everyone one. Please. And for opening a lot of doors for you.
Hello, please, let's move back a bit so we can capture everyone.
Thank you very much. Students, please go back and take your seats. Thank you very much. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. Take your seats.
Once again, to share in the pride of joy of prayer. As we've had the occasion to observe previously, there can be few moments of greater pleasure and satisfaction than the moment. When one sees the fresh shoots of the healthy flower blossom in the garden of life. That is the moment when a beloved son or daughter attains the first critical milestone in the journey of life. Namely, the moment of graduation from the first time of the education ladder. I had to do that last year for my daughter, and therefore I was glad to come today too. And I knew that if I had not done that, I would have been in trouble with an background. So I had to do it. It is a moment of parental pride in the outcome of the years of hard work, through the midnight toil and perseverance to nail the sign to the dreams of the future. The moment of joy is equally the moment for parental gratitude to the institution and its dedicated members who have been responsible for nurturing our wards through all the challenging times. Choosing a school for the formative years of a child's growth is one of the responsibilities every parent must take with the utmost seriousness. I still remember when my son and my wife, whoever researched to know that this school was there, and there were discussions about that, and I didn't know anything about GPS at that time. Well, the girl had gone to SOS, and he was insisting that he wants to go to GPS. My daughter even wasn't sure what it is. But here we are now, standing here. Although we do not undervalue any of the many great institutions around, there's always an element of hesitation as one struggles for that extra something that would bind the future of the child to the foundation laid for him. It is the reason, no matter how dizzying the future, we never forget the teacher or housemaster who mentors us in the formative years. As a parent, it's been a source of extraordinary pride to Lady Julia, my dear wife, and I, to watch the maturation of our young bubbling son at the hands of this great institution. We have seen him rise tall in every sense. So tall physically, we have been wondering when some basketball coaches may come knocking on our doors in search of some potential talent. We are proud that he stands tall, not just physically, but academically and in the moral values we cherish. We are happy to pay tribute to your fine institute for your well-grounded system, which has helped to mold and shape your students for the future. Thank you, Margaret and your wife, and then Dr. Sami also. I have no doubt that every parent or guardian here will not only be too happy to be upstanding for a moment of tribute to Dr. Seema Nair and all her dedicated staff. The theme chosen for this year's graduation day is championing the nation's future. And I'm invited to share some meaningful experiences and life-changing
West with our graduates to spur them onwards towards the journey of college life and other opportunities in the coming years ahead of them.
Sure.
Of course, this is the appropriate moment for what the great American patriot, Patrick Henry, would call words that strike men's souls. The eager minds are waiting for where they can hang on to through all the trials and tribulations and all the trials ahead of them. But unless they are set in the right context, the most inspiring words may sound hollow or drop like perfect seeds on rocks with no soil to give them the roots from which to grow.
Sure.
I cannot imagine a more audacious theme for this moment in time than what is before us this afternoon. Championing the nation's future requires first that we recognize exactly where the nation is at this moment, and then have a clear vision of where and what we want to be in the future.
Sure.
It is only then that we can be sure of what it is we must champion along the journey to the future.
Sure.
I can see many in the country who will recoil at the sheer audacity of such an ambition. But I applaud Dr. Nair and her team, for it is in daring to dream great dreams and to think great thoughts that we are able to weave the patterns that shape great nations. To be fair, we look at the state of the nation and we are filled with mixed feelings. We celebrate the fact that we are a proud democracy, able to change our governments without getting at each other's throats. But then we ask, exactly what is there to celebrate?
Sure.
What does democracy deliver to the Ghanaian? Not much, if we are honest. So acknowledging our indifferent state at the moment, what future can we really expect? It cannot be a future spent shuttling between embassies seeking the miracle of foreign visit to travel in search of greener pastures.
Sure.
It cannot be a future spent risking our lives across the deserts of Libya or the treacherous lands of South America, or packed like human sardines in floating death traps seeking unavailable pathways to Europe and America.
Sure.
None of you, and no Ghanaian deserves that future. The future is home, and the future is in your hands to create.
Sure.
Today, graduating students have just completed an education program fully accredited by the Cambridge Assessment International Education. It is the same standard as students in the United Kingdom, India, Europe, that they obtain. But you know, some of those graduating as you are today in the UK, India, China, and the United States will go on to create new technology products. Some will be designing products that will shape the world, invent drugs to treat today's incurable diseases, and even create products to take man onto planets beyond Earth.
Sure.
They will all be building on the same foundation laid for you here, applying the same tools you have been exposed to. How did they do that in India and China and Japan and Vietnam? And how come you, some with outstanding minds, are stuck in the rut, struggling for opportunities to go and sweep the streets of those countries?
Sure.
The answer lies in the mind. There's no future anywhere better than where you are. The future is home and in your minds to create. It is in your minds to create and innovate, and in your hands to mold and shape the world you want.
Sure.
In spite of current difficulties, there's no doubt about the tremendous opportunities existing in Ghana for individual success and to build a strong and vibrant economy for the nation. The generation to which I belong knew no computers in our formative years. Today, each one of you holds in your hand a cell phone or a tablet capable of creating any product, designing anything, access any material needed to build anything that can take the world by storm.
Sure.
So when Dr. Nair and her team talk about championing nation's future, it has to be a future far removed from the lackluster existence of today and elevated to a plane driven by creativity and innovation, courage and enterprise. There will be no room there for easy pickings and the lure of criminality, but there should be a lot of rewards for those with the courage to create and the perseverance to pursue bold dreams.
So,
that is the future we want to champion. The future in which Ghanaian youth are changing the face of agriculture, bringing the miracles of science and technology to produce the food we need to feed the nation and to provide raw materials for industry.
so,
A future in which Ghanaian youth take the center stage in the race to utilize our natural resources to create wealth for themselves and the nation. A future in which Ghanaian youth are firmly in the driving seat of the big technological community that is shaping the world.
so,
That is not utopia. That is the future within our grasp. If the young graduates of today are prepared to grasp the nettle, is there anyone among the brilliant young graduates today who would let go of this challenge and rather continue to risk becoming mere statistics among the perishing on the shores of Sardinia, the deserts of Libya, or the treacherous mountains of South America in search of pastures that are no longer green? I say to you from all my heart, there's no other option worthy of the blood of every Ghanaian. So step forward, my beautiful children, with courage and unyielding resolve to champion a new future of regeneration and renewal for our beloved country.
so,
Ghana awaits your brilliance. I salute your courage to succeed in your further education. Now, go forward, not just to succeed, but to matter. I thank you very much.
so.